Welcome everyone, this is Like It's 1985. Today's review is the Gundam Astray Mirage Frame 1-100 model kit. The reason I picked this up is because I got an email from hobbywave.com saying that I would get 15% off of my next purchase. That's 15%. And so the email stated that the offer would expire the next day, so I jumped right out onto hobbywave.com and picked this guy up. Now, the reason I picked up this guy, one of the reasons is because I had not built an Astray frame Gundam kit before, and it kind of intrigued me as to how it would go together. And as it turns out, I'm very well pleased with the actual build and the way that they engineered the Astray frame. But we'll get more into that later. And starting with the head can go 360. And this is also due to the fact that it does transform into its gladiator mode, which we'll get to later. This purple shoulder part can go like that, and up and down like that. The whole shoulder assembly can go 360, as you can see. Now for the arm articulation itself, it does have a rotation at the upper arm, and it can go all the way out like that, which is pretty darn cool. As far as the elbow, that's also very cool. You can see it's almost a full bend. Very nice to see that. And at the wrist area, you can see there's this joint here, which lets the hand go up and down like that. And of course, you've got the standard wrist articulation, which is on a polycap. Now, the really awesome part of this kit in terms of articulation, it does have ab articulation. Very, very nice, as well as the usual waist articulation. For the articulation of the hips and legs, you're not going to get a lot of articulation going to the side like that. The reason being, this plastic hip piece, it meets resistance from the crotch plastic piece area of the mobile suit. Now, moving the leg back, you're going to run into the back skirt there. However, because of the fact that there's a joint that swivels like that, you can kind of swivel the joint so that you can get it back like that, just depending on how you maneuver the hip area. Now, moving down to the knees, there is a pretty nice, pretty decent bend, as you can see. There is a joint here and here, which allows that bending motion. And of course, you have the polycapped ankle, so you've got a wide range of movement in the ankle as well. For the accessories, this kit comes with a shield, nothing fancy, just pink and purple colors. It also comes with a pink beam rifle with a hand, trigger finger hand. Again, nothing fancy other than the fact that it is pink colored. You do get two beams. Now these beams are kind of interesting. They've got an interesting pattern to them. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not. They're thicker at the base for sure than a standard beam, and it's got some molding detail here as well. In addition to the extra trigger finger hand, you do get this open palm type of hand with this thumb, like he's giving the thumbs up or something like that. So now that we've gotten the ho-hum accessories out of the way, let's get to the really cool, awesome accessories. First up, the katana. As you can see, it comes in white plastic. I did panel line it a little bit. I didn't really feel like I had the skill or the patience to color it, but it needs to be colored for sure. Taking out the katana, you can see that it also comes solid white plastic. However, I did color it with a silver metallic Sharpie to give it a little more of a blade look to it and provide some contrast as well. You also get two anklet swords, as they call them on Gundam.wikia.com. We can just call them the purple claws of death, I think. Each of these mount on the back side of the foot in his standard mode, but become prominent in his gladiator mode, which we will take a look at soon. And last, but certainly not least, you get the bracelet swords. Now the bracelet swords mount on the forearms of the Gundam. They kind of take a back position in the normal mode, but in the Gladiator mode they do take a much more prominent role and position on the mobile suit. To attach the bracelet swords, all you got to do is take the sword and plug it into the back of the polycap on the back of his forearm, like so. And to attach the purple claws of death, go ahead and just post it on here, like so. So now that we got this guy in his standard mode with all his weaponry, let's go ahead and take him into his Gladiator mode. So I did take a glance at the manual. What I called his standard mode is actually his commander mode. Just wanted to set that straight before we continue on. So let's go ahead and we'll look at transforming him from his commander mode to his Gladiator mode. First step you want to do is just rotate the head 180. And he does have a different face to him. I will show photos at the end of this review so you can see close-up shots. To begin the transformation of the arms, you want to go ahead and rotate this piece back like that. Bend the elbow up like that, and then rotate the wrist like that. So you've got it all arranged like that. And then what you can do is bring out the blade here. And this is the way that Bandai tells you to do it. I don't see why you couldn't just remove the wrist or the whole fist entirely. Looked a lot better, I think. But for now, we'll leave it like that. And we'll just do the same thing over here. It's a pretty quick process. Just rotate this around. Bend this up. Rotate the wrist. And extend out the blade. Now for the foot area, what you're going to do here is you're going to rotate around like this. This piece folds up like that, and then this piece here will securely snap into place there and give it some security there. So that's one foot, and then over here we'll do the other one same way. Let's rotate around. Bring up what was the foot and bring out the purple claws of death. And once you get this guy properly adjusted, he looks pretty cool. I have just two other things to add before I get into my final thoughts. The sheath can peg into the side of his skirt armor, which makes a very nice display to have his sheath katana ready for action. And these two pieces here do come out and become the beam handles for the beam blades. So that's also very nice. So what are my thoughts on this model kit? It was a very enjoyable experience for me, being my first Astray Frame type of model kit that I built. I enjoyed the process of building it because I could see how this particular mobile suit was engineered, how they engineered the kit, how all the parts go together. It was all unique and very interesting experience for me, being my first Astray Frame. Now, in terms of the articulation, I was really surprised. You know, you've got the nice ab articulation, the almost full bend in the elbow, the up and down movement at the wrist area, and the very nice bend at the knee area. So that was quite impressive, and I'm quite pleased with that. For the colors, it actually kind of doesn't look that bad actually, because as a whole, the color combination of the purple, the pink, and the white, it just kind of goes together, and you don't really. It's not a big deal as I thought it might be initially. Now, of course, the main draw for me was the blade accessories. You've got the katana, you've got the swords that mount on his forearm, and of course you've got the purple claws of death that mount in his foot area. So very nice accessories. That's the reason I got it, as opposed to getting the red, the blue, or the green. It was just a unique looking mobile suit, and of course it was new. So I thought, hey, I'll pick that up because it's kind of new and fresh and all that. So I recommend the kit. It's I think the last time I checked it was $30 at Hobby Wave. So it's a little bit on the high side for a 1 to 100, but it does have articulation. And I will also add that both the Commander mode, as you see him now, and the Gladiator mode are definitely two legitimate modes. I like the Gladiator mode a lot as well. So you know it's all good there. It's not like something that they threw in there at the last minute. I think they did a good job with the Gladiator mode. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. This has been my review of the 1 to 100 model kit Gundam Astray Mirage Frame. Thanks for watching. Bye.